Seeker, November 18th, 2025. The 322nd day of the year. Old 322, that infamous number, highly associated with Skull and Bones, the powerful secret society out of Yale, which is modeled after the Illuminati. And of course, the founder of the Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt, he died on this day in history in 1830. Now, about it being the 322nd day of the year and the House voting on releasing the Epstein files today, take a look at the ritualism here, you guys. Again, you got to learn this Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words to see through the daily ritualism. Jeffrey Edward Epstein, the full name of Jeffrey Epstein equals 322 when you run the alphabetic order in reverse. This is why there is an alphabetic order, because every letter is a number, just like in Hebrew, just like in ancient Greek, the biblical languages. When you make Z1, Y2, X3, and count all the way back to A is 26, add up the letters of Jeffrey Edward Epstein, 322. Now, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language: the alphabetic order with numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with numerology. Notice what Jeffrey Edward Epstein is when you run the alphabetic order forwards. 218. And remember, last week you got in Gravalda. She got sworn in by the numbers. Again, her father, who was in Congress, died earlier this year. Their family surname equals 35. She's sworn in exactly 35 weeks from her father's death. But notice, her vote to get this on track to have these Epstein files released. Remember, she cast the 218th vote, right? 218. Jeffrey Edward Epstein, 218. And don't forget, Trump has the 218 connection. And remember, Trump's the father of the presidential alert, which goes out at 2:18 Eastern time. Whole lot of stuff. For the record, Holy Roman Empire equals 218. Turning Point USA, turning 218. When Trump got reelected, it was supposedly 218 years since the fall of the Holy Roman Empire, which ended on August 6th, 1806, the 218th day of the year. But yeah, the point is, you learn this ABC 123 code and you just watch the ritualism unfold daily. And that's what this is. You know, on the 322nd day of the year, November 18th, they're going to vote on the Jeffrey Edward Epstein files. So, news by the numbers. It happens every day, and apparently you have to be a subscriber to read the article. Well, that's never going to happen. Let's see how the other news networks are covering it. I'm sure this will be the top story from almost everyone all day long. Trump faces his biggest House rebellion yet, and pretends it's his idea. They're talking about the vote on the Epstein files. Let's see. Fox is probably focused on the James Comey thing. Oh, AOC, Bill Maher. Fox News is going to ignore the Epstein files. That's what it is to be a conservative today. They got it as the 4th or 5th story down the page. But yeah, big conservative talking point today: protecting pedos. So Trump gives answer on whether he would sign bill to release Epstein files. President Donald Trump said he's all for it. All right, his whole cabinet was all for it before they became his cabinet. But one other reminder, Epstein's birthday is January 20th, which of course is Inauguration Day. Let me pull back up Jeffrey Edward Epstein. If you drop his middle name, Jeffrey Epstein is 73. And if you go back and look at my older work when he was arrested and when his body was found in the jail cell, there was a lot of 73 to those rituals. His birthday is January 20th. If he were alive, he would turn 73 years old this upcoming January 20th. And don't forget, January 20th can be written 20/1 like 201, and that is the 201st day of the U.S.'s age when you measure from July 4th. And about that Illuminati thing, with today being the anniversary of the founder of the Illuminati dying. Remember, he died 201 days after May 1st, the anniversary of the order's establishment. And that 201 number, super important to the cabal. We all know what Trump did to his ex-wife and then buried her on the 201st day of the year. But yeah, that's another reminder about how this really does come back to Illuminati, just like Trump's face is in the Illuminati card game on the Enough is Enough card. So we'll see. Is this going to be the beginning of the end for Donald? Remember, the first thing he did when he got into office was rename Mount Denali back to Mount McKinley. McKinley, the 25th president, replaced by Teddy Roosevelt, who was the youngest VP nominee until J.D. Vance. All right, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Until next time.